Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Fleet Europe video podcast, 10 minutes with Macadam Europe. Macadam is one of the leading companies in off-lease inspection business. In fact, it's among the top 3 players in Europe. And today my guest is Bertrand Donck. He is the owner and CEO of Macadam Europe. Bertrand, welcome. Welcome to this video podcast. Of course, we are living the pandemic, and I can imagine that also your organization has been impacted by COVID-19. But let's look into the future. Do you think that the pandemic will also affect your business in the upcoming future?
COVID-19 drastically will change the world. Let me take a point. During the first lockdown, we have been confronted by a situation never been there, never done that before. In France, where we have quite a lot of remote inspections in appointment with the driver, we were confronted with a backlog creation of about 65,000 inspections with appointment. With a restart where physical contact is nearly or should be avoided, and where we needed to act swiftly, we need to reinvent ourselves. So what we did was we developed or we changed our mobile CarCheck-App in order to respond to that need by delivering it to the driver so that he can timestamp, geolocate, and provide us the quintessence of the information, and that we can continue with our inspection of his process.
Okay, so it sounds like a new approach, bringing together data from several data points, integrating all that into an app. Why is it so important to have that integration? Is that not something quite obvious?
Well, basically, we collect data, indeed, but these data are key drivers within processes or different processes of different stakeholders. Leaseco use it, resellers use it for the rebilling information and or for the remarketing information. So what you need to do is to provide a solution that helps the driver find a flexible but accurate way to deliver information. We receive that information, do our job, enrich the information, and provide the results towards all the different stakeholders within their different processes. Mobile car checks that are existing today either are not user-friendly enough, or only provide a PDF, which is data that is not integrated within the systems, and then it's only a sheet of paper that you need to pay somebody to rework it. So our focus was to deliver a mobile app that could be integrated within that process.
Okay, so you have developed an app, if I understand correctly, that is integrated with the complete workflow. How do you do that?
Basically, first of all, we question, why should an actor within the process do that? Why should I, as a driver, take my time to do a whole car check for something which I'm not used to do? If it is not fast, easy, and provides me more flexibility. A Leaseco as well can ask itself, we are generating a certain value within the whole process in re-invoicing, in efficiency, and in remarketing the vehicle. He wants to have more efficiency, but not in detriment of the 3 first values that are created. And finally, it needs to be very user-friendly. If it's not user-friendly, it will not be used. So our user friendliness was built on 3 elements. Never ask an information that the user cannot find or do not know. The VIN is the typical example. It is not clear where you can find the VIN for a non-professional person within on your vehicle. So don't ask it. The second example is never ask the question twice. If the description of a tire, for instance, is described as warn, you automatically know that damage will be created. Well, create it automatically, have it the machine it done. And finally, is integrating artificial intelligence into supporting the whole controlling of the information received by the user.
You're talking about artificial intelligence. Are you really a believer of artificial intelligence? Because, of course, it's a buzzword for sure with the new players on the block and in the industry. They say you have a gate, you drive through your car, and voila, inspection done. Is it as simple as that? And where are we on that?
I'm a true believer of artificial intelligence, but it's not as simple as that. Two considerations: the very confined inspections on inside centralized with control lighting. There, we also have certain machines like that using. We achieve up to 70% of quality because certain damages still need to be classified by person on the one hand, or certain damages that are there cannot be reached by the AI. Our inspections deliver over 99% of quality. I don't think that our stakeholders would be happy with only 70% results. So there still to be worked. Secondly, a large part, over 40% of our volume, is done on location, where you do not control the lighting, you do not control the cleanliness of the car, and you do not control the weather conditions. So the models that are currently existing are not there yet in order to annihilate the human being from the whole process. However, we believe that AI is there and needs to be there as an assistant of the human user. He needs to support him, control him during the whole process, and your app that onboards that AI provides you the necessary support and user friendliness so that the process can go on. But before the human being will be fully removed from that process, I think I have still a couple of years to sleep about it.
Okay. Looking into 2021, what will be the focus for Macadam Europe?
IT was key in the past, and with the pandemic will even be more key. We continue to digitize and continue to invest with our 25 developers in 4 elements. The first one is continue to work and focus on tooling that deliver more quality, more accuracy, and more flexibility to our customers. Secondly is provide that tooling to all stakeholders within the market, logisticians, resellers, dealers, and so on. And third is invest and continue to work on artificial intelligence. And in the fourth stage is to prepare the remarketing 2.0, where even more other processes will be launched.
Okay. Would like to finally come back on that fourth point. What can you tell us about that remarketing 2.0 with Pitstop?
Yeah, well, leasegoers want to increase the life of their vehicles. Therefore, they are focusing on private lease, occasion lease, car sharing, car renting, and so on. That brings us in a situation where the simple process of I have a car and it is used, then resell is changing. And it will need to have a full workflow process management system that can manage the whole life and all the different physical steps that a car will need to have within the process. And that is exactly what Pitstop delivers. And we are there to deliver that solution to the whole market.
Okay, let's perhaps discuss that further in an upcoming video podcast. Okay,
I think it would be good.
Okay, but thank you very much, Bertrand Donck. Thank you for your time. To the audience, if you like this podcast, then please share it with your colleagues and like it also on the screen. And then, of course, I invite Bertrand Donck and also you, dear viewer, at the Fleet Europe Remarketing Forum at the 18th of November. 100% virtual, 100% safe. And I hope to see you in an upcoming event of Fleet Europe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.